Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the faculty, and the staff, and approximately 220,000 people comprising the Lewis and Clark District, it's my pleasure to welcome you honored graduates of 2019 and welcome your families and friends to the 48th commencement at Lewis and Clark Community College. We have an overflow crowd here tonight, and you can sense the excitement and great feelings of achievement, so let's begin. I ask that everyone please stand for the singing of the National Anthem. The National Anthem will be performed by soloist Susan Parton Standard, Professor of Music. Please remain standing following the National Anthem for the invocation.
Oh, say, can you see? Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the that our flag was still there. Oh, sweet as that star-spangled banner yet waved. Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
And now, Father Steve Janowski of St. Ambrose Parish will come and do the invocation.
Please bow your heads. God, who is known by many names, we rejoice that you have brought us to this day of rejoicing and give you thanks for the many blessings of our time here at Lewis and Clark. Your divine Spirit has led us to this day through joys and struggles, challenges and triumphs in the company of fellow students, faculty, and staff. We thank you for our families and friends who have supported us and encouraged us. We thank you for those who are with us tonight and those who are unable to be with us. May your Spirit pervade this evening and inspire our speakers and graduates to always do and be their best. To God be praise and glory forever and ever. Amen.
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce a few people who are essential to the college's success. We're privileged to have with us tonight several members of our Lewis and Clark Board of Trustees. Trustees serve the college, people of our district, and our students without remuneration, giving of their time and talents freely because of their belief in the importance of public service. Vice Chair Julie Johnson of Edwardsville. Secretary Kevin Rust of Glen Carbon. Assistant Secretary Charles Hanfelder of East Alton. Trustee Robert L. Watson of Brighton. Student Trustee April Tegeski of Shipman. We're also pleased to have with us representing the Lewis and Clark Foundation, Board Member Sharon Roberts up in the balcony here, I think. And Board Member Joanne Shepard also. We have members of our administration here tonight. Lori Artist, Vice President of Administration. Dr. Linda Chapman, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Sean Hill, Vice President of Student Engagement. Kent Scheffel, Vice President of Enrollment Services. Mary Schulte, Vice President of Finance. Jeff Watson, Chief Administration Officer. Nancy Kaiser, Associate Vice President Accounting. Julie McPike, Associate Vice President Telecommunications. Brent Reinert, Associate Vice President of Strategic Initiatives. Dr. Sue Zawinski, Dean Career Programs. Dr. Jill Lane, Dean Transfer Programs. Dr. Val Harris, Associate Dean, Adult Education. Also, we have employees here representing different employee groups, and Jerron Young is our coach and outreach advisor who's representing exempt staff. Tammy Childers, Division Assistant in Math, Science, and Technology, representing the non-exempt staff. Vicki Hinkle, Director of Adult Education, who is representing management and retiring after 34 years of service at Lewis & Clark this semester. George Provenzano, Adjunct Faculty in Economics, representing part-time faculty. Mike Lemons, Associate Professor of Radio Broadcasting and Mass Communications. And popular President of the Faculty Association, who is representing full-time faculty. Okay. Representing the Lewis & Clark Annuitants Association, Association President Dr. Rance Thomas. Tonight's graduation ceremony and celebration is rightfully focused on our honored graduates of 2019. However, we must also recognize our outstanding faculty for their contribution to education and our graduates. Our faculty works diligently to help students succeed in their classes, to be inspired and successfully complete their degrees. The increases in Lewis & Clark's retention and completion rates is evidence here tonight of their excellent work. A round of applause for our faculty, please. Lewis & Clark's great impact and results of education and training that we provide for local residents. Today, thousands of former students are employed in Lewis & Clark's district. Lewis & Clark's former students generate about $360 million annually in income for our region. To emphasize that point, if anyone here has received a certificate or a degree from Lewis & Clark, just stand and let us know that, okay? Anybody who's been through Lewis & Clark Community College? All right. And now it's my honor to present to you tonight's commencement speaker, Dr. Brian Durham, Executive Director, Illinois Community College Board, otherwise known as ICCB. Dr. Durham has policy and management responsibilities for the third largest state system of community colleges in the entire country, serving more than 700,000 students in Illinois. He joined the ICCB in 2001 and began his career in workforce development, has provided leadership and served as an administrator in adult education and family literacy, career in technical education, research and policy studies, and academic affairs. Dr. Durham has managed the state's top-rated transfer system and the Illinois Articulation Initiative. And the Carl Perkins Career and Technical Education Act, he also led the program approval and program review process for ICCB. Dr. Durham holds a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science from the University of Evansville, a Master's in Arts in Political Science from Southern Illinois University in Carbondale, and a doctorate in education from University of Illinois, Champaign-Urbana, where he focused on education policy, organization, and leadership with a concentration in higher education. He's authored many articles about community college completion, workforce development, career paths, among many other areas. So please join me in a very Lewis & Clark welcome for Dr. Brian Durham.
Well, good evening, graduates. It is a beautiful campus, a lovely crowd, and really a perfect night to be graduating from college. So you really should be happy and excited that you have all those conditions just right for yourselves as you embark on this journey going forward. Dr. Chapman, make sure I don't knock the podium off too, that would be good. It would be a memorable speech then. Dr. Chapman, members of the Board of Trustees, foundation members, faculty, administrators, family, friends, and most of all of you, the 2019 graduates, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today on this important occasion. I have to tell you, I am humbled, honored, and very happy to be here to help you celebrate this transitional moment. I asked my wife for a little bit of advice about what to talk about or what is really important about commencement, about a commencement speech. And she's a longtime faculty member in Illinois. And her one piece of advice was keep it short. So I'm going to do my best to follow her advice, and you can tell me if I've hit that mark. The great Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. Franklin Delano Roosevelt called education the safeguard of democracy. Abraham Lincoln called education the most important subject a people can be engaged in. Do not underestimate the power of what you've accomplished here. Education is at the heart of a just, tolerant, and civil society. And I believe that truly. By succeeding in your education, you enhance your role as a citizen and as a member of that civil society. Many of you are preparing to transfer to a four-year institution. Many of you will now move into the workforce, perhaps into new jobs, or perhaps leveraging your education to move up in your current job. Some of you might see this as an opportunity to move into a new field, a higher paying job, or as the groundwork you need to start your own business. Whatever your ultimate goal may be, your education will be there, providing that foundation. Take pride in it. You chose to attend a premier Illinois educational institution, Lewis and Clark Community College. By starting your education here or continuing your education at Lewis and Clark, you've already demonstrated your ability to make good decisions. How do we know that Lewis and Clark is a smart choice? Dr. Chapman hit on some of those things already. Across the college, Lewis and Clark has a phenomenal, dedicated faculty, including many awardees that have been recognized for their commitment. Among the faculty that sit here on the stage, you have winners of the Community College Trustee Association Award for Teaching Excellence, the Emerson Award for Excellence in Teaching, you have Nurse Educator Fellows, and a recipient of the Women in History Award, among others. And I am sure that I am missing many. Lewis and Clark is known for the personal attention they provide to students. You already had that insight when you arrived here, that you would receive individual attention, be able to interact with excellent faculty, have broad career options, and all at an affordable price. Lewis and Clark brings strong academic, cultural, and an inclusive tradition to its community, to the state, and to its graduates. So by graduating, not only do you honor yourself, you honor the faculty and staff here at Lewis and Clark Community College. Calvin Coolidge once said, "Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence." By reaching this important milestone here today, you've also proven that you can be successful. Your persistence while tackling the turbulent parts of life that some of you surely had to manage during your years here is, frankly, a testament to your will. Speaking here with you today reminds me of my own story a bit. I, like many of you, faced adversity and difficulties throughout my college career. Like many of you, I was a first-generation college student. Neither of my parents graduated high school. We didn't have a lot of money and faced many of the burdens that come with that condition. But my parents knew that for me to be successful, I had to go to college, and I knew that as well. And I recall specifically an instant where I was helped and provided encouragement along this journey. And this was 30 years ago, and I remember this. I remember the first paper I wrote in college. You all remember writing papers? You haven't forgotten those yet, have you? It was for a general education humanities course, and now at this point I had largely skated through high school 30 years ago. And by skate, I mean I didn't do much. Not that it was easy. So I assumed, I think, that I would be able to skate some more when I got to college. I was a freshman at that time, so I literally knew nothing about what I was doing. I wrote this paper, and the topic of which escapes me, but I thought it was a good one. And wow, did I learn otherwise. The teacher handed me my first bad grade. I'm not going to tell you what it was, but it was bad. I was upset and went to see this faculty member, and I thought I would argue my point. It was a good paper. I didn't know what they were talking about. But when the professor went over what I had done wrong, I was humbled. Or maybe I was put in my place a little bit. I had already been questioning whether I was cut out for college at that point. I already had my doubts that my bad grade, but my bad grade confirmed them at that time. However, it was the same professor that ended this rather unpleasant conversation going over my wonderful paper with a pep talk about how to try harder, study more, and that in fact I was in the place I was supposed to be, in college. He said it explicitly. He must have sensed my state of mind, as faculty can sometimes do. These few words and that brief interaction made the difference between me giving up or staying in college and ultimately the trajectory of my life. And as I said, 30 years later, I still remember this event. I could cite many other examples: the advisor who kept me on track, my parents, and the 100-mile trek when I was in college to fix my car that my father made. Later in life, my wife, who supported me spending long hours in graduate school, my children dealing with absences as I studied. So I do understand a little the trials and tribulations that you face as college students and what it takes to get to graduation. And I congratulate you for that. But I would be remiss if I did not also acknowledge the vital role your family and support systems surely have played throughout your educational journey. Your support networks are critical to the educational experience, and I think often underrated in importance. So today we also honor your families and those who've supported you as you've worked toward this goal. But make no mistake, though you may have had lots of help, support, and investment from others, you did this, graduates. You deserve the credit for this great accomplishment. Be proud, this is your success. These two qualities that I've mentioned here, good decisions and persistence, are both qualities that will serve you well in your next step. And throughout life, whatever that next step may be. But there is more to education. With education also comes responsibility. A responsibility to serve your community, a responsibility to pay forward the advantages you have received and to share the benefits of your education with those around you. You might choose to do that by working in the public sector or by running your own business and treating your customers fairly and honestly. You might volunteer with your local food pantry or other community service agency. You may simply do this by pouring your heart into the job you'll have to show up to tomorrow. So don't party too hard tonight. You will encounter ways to exercise that responsibility that comes with education, big and small, all of your life. So take advantage of those. The one thing that my children would say is that you can never get out of the house without me providing them with some advice. And I'm sure you have all had plenty of advice along the way. And right now you're thinking about what you're going to do tonight or tomorrow to celebrate. I hope you're thinking about that. But think beyond that a bit and consider what has led you here to this momentous occasion and what you need to do next. As you consider this, let me offer some words of advice, things which in many ways I had to learn the hard way. And as Bruce Lee would say, the famous martial artist if you know him, absorb what is useful, reject what is useless, but add what is specifically your own as you consider this advice. First, be a lifelong learner. At its core, education is about learning how to learn. So if you thought you were done today, think again. You're not done. We are going to give you a short break. but you have to be a lifelong learner. It's important with your education to model this for your children and your family and your community. It's important not just for our careers, but also personal development and being responsible, engaged citizens. And let's face it, it's more important today than ever. According to the Institute of the Future, 85% of the jobs that today's students will do in 2030 don't exist yet. Of course, one of the nice things about being the Institute of the Future is that there's no way really to fact check their predictions. So whether you buy this statistic or not, consider the jobs that exist now that didn't exist a few years ago. Jobs like drone operator, social media manager, or app developer. Imagine trying to explain to someone 25 years ago what a social media manager does, or a drone operator, even 15 or maybe 10 years ago. As you set the new course after you graduate, think about how you can, should, and must continue to learn, particularly as the world changes so rapidly around us. Secondly, your education taught you critical thinking. Technological advances and the internet permeate everything we do. My young 7-year-old daughter, for example, wakes up every morning, grabs the iPhone and says, "Siri, what temperature is it today?" And we used to have to walk outside to figure that out. Or turn on the TV and wait 8 or 9 minutes for the news to get to the weather. How fast the world changes. But there are pitfalls with these advances. It's important not only to take advantage of new technologies, but to be responsible for the technologies we have. So along with need for lifelong learning, be sure to make use of those critical thinking skills your education has provided you, and remember to tell the difference between what is real and reliable and what is not. Just because you read it or somebody says it does not make it true. Also remember, in the anonymity of technology, that civility, tolerance, and kindness still matter. And don't lose sight of what's important. Family, friendships, being present, meaningful lives, and being true to who you really are. You've shown that you have the ability and the fortitude to be successful, and we know that you have a great foundation. Don't fear failure. Henry Ford said, "Failure is the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently." Experimentation, entrepreneurship, creativity all come from being willing to take risks and to fail. Never let the fear of failure keep you from your creativity and your goals. Finally, be mindful about your role in your community and the world. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Pay forward in big ways and small to your community, to your profession, to your children and your families. Motivate someone in your life to do better. Motivate someone to return to school, to get an education, to upgrade their skills, like you've done. Provide support to someone who needs it. In closing, so you're graduating today and you're ready to move on. You are ready for this commencement speaker to finish it up. As you go forward after today, the impact that Lewis and Clark Community College has had on your life will make a permanent mark on you, and indeed has made that mark. It has helped shape who you are and who you will become. It is here that you gained perspective, saw what was possible and what goals you could attain. It was here that you hopefully found your passion, what you're good at and what your contribution to the world will be. It was here you learned lessons, made smart decisions, persisted and overcame some of life's toughest challenges. So as you move forward to whatever your step may be, your next step may be, I wish you luck and want to leave you with the words of a famous Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm on your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Congratulations, graduates. Today is your day. We honor you. Thank you.
And now we will have the conferring of the degrees and certificates for the class of 2019.
Will the candidates for graduation please stand up? That's you. And you, and you. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I certify that these candidates have met the requirements in their areas of specialization.
Upon recommendation by the faculty and certification by the academic vice president, as president of Lewis and Clark Community College, I present these candidates so certified to you, Ms. Johnson, representing the Board of Trustees, for the awarding of certificates and degrees in their respective areas of performance.
By the power vested in me as the official representative of the Board of Trustees, by the statutes and boards which govern community colleges in the state of Illinois, it is my privilege to award to you your respective certificates and degrees, including all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto.
Will the candidates please be seated?
Will the candidates for the Certificate of Proficiency in Associates of Applied Science please rise and come forward? Gina M. Soretto, Certificate of Achievement, Workplace Readiness. Kathy E. Elliott, Certificate of Achievement, Workplace Readiness. Anthony M. Proctor, Certificate of Achievement of Workplace Readiness, Honors. Alex E. Sharo, Certificate of Proficiency, Auto Drive Line, Suspension and Brakes. Robert T. Klopmeyer, Certificate of Proficiency, Criminal Justice, High Honors. Brianna M. Ferguson, Certificate of Proficiency, Dental Assisting. Janet N. Andrews, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting. Kaylin R. Beeman, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting. Abigail L. Ballou, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting. Shauna M. Ebby, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting, Honors. Damira A. Ferguson, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting. Leah N. Williams, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting. Amanda Jean Burdick, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Coding. Tanner J. Bick, Certificate of Proficiency, Restoration Ecology. Brianka Hardiman, Associate in Applied Science Accounting, Certificate of Proficiency, Accounting. Amber L. Rutherford, Associate in Applied Science, Accounting. Brittany J. Slater, Associate in Applied Science, Accounting, Certificate of Proficiency, Accounting. Travis Chumley, Associate in Applied Science, Architectural Technology. Rian J. Reed, Associate in Applied Science, Architectural Technology. Ray E. Thompson, Associate in Applied Science, Architectural Technology, Honors. Olita Jordan Davidson, Associate in Applied Science, Business Technology, Certificate of Proficiency, Business Technology. Annika R. Heim, Associate in Applied Science, Business Technology, Certificate of Proficiency, Business Technology, Honors. Go ahead. Lindsay Shack, Associate in Applied Science, Business Technology, Certificate of Proficiency, Business Technology. Michelle S. Watts, Associate in Applied Science, Business Technology, Certificate of Proficiency, Business Technology, Honors. Kathleen A. Holbrook, Associate in Applied Science, Child Development, Certificate of Proficiency, Child Development, Certificate of Proficiency, Early Childhood. Justin L. Hall, Associate in Applied Science, Computer Network Security and Administration, Honors. Sandra Mahoney, Associate in Applied Science, Computer Network Security and Administration, Honors. Briley Warren, Associate in Applied Science, Computer Network Security and Administration, Honors. Thank you. Andrew B. Haley, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Certificate of Proficiency, Criminal Justice. Gage M. Perrin, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Honors. Nicole R. Rands, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Mario Trice, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Certificate of Proficiency, Criminal Justice, Honors. Brandon J. Yarborough, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Certificate of Proficiency, Criminal Justice. Tanya R. Munson, Associate in Applied Science, Dental Hygiene, High Honors. Emily L. Kloss, Associate in Applied Science, Drafting and Design, High Honors. Anna K. Murray, Associate in Applied Science, Drafting Design, Certificate of Proficiency, Drafting and Design, Honors. Magdalena Riveras Shepard, Associate in Applied Science, Exercise Science, Honors. Caitlin L. Gibbs, Associate in Applied Science, Graphic Design, Certificate of Proficiency, Graphic Design. Keon R. Hearn, Associate in Applied Science, Graphic Design. Emily A. Major, Associate in Applied Science, Graphic Design, Certificate of Proficiency, Graphic Design. Elise D. Bell, Associate in Applied Science, Health Information and Medical Coding, Honors. Mara K. Butler, Associate in Applied Science, Health Information and Medical Coding, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Coding, Honors. Jean E. Grotheim, Associate in Applied Science, Health Information and Medical Coding, Honors. Joshua C. Dolan, Associate in Applied Science, Information Technology, High Honors. Nicholas A. Kohler, Associate in Applied Science, Information Technology. Go ahead, Greg. Greg Reynolds, Associate in Applied Science, Information Technology, Honors. Emily M. Brandt, Associate in Applied Science Management, Certificate of Proficiency Management, Honors. Joseph W. Brown, Associates in Applied Science Management, Certificate of Proficiency Management. Beth A. Wallace, Associate in Applied Science Management, Certificate of Proficiency Management. Megan B. Bishop, Associate in Applied Science Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency Medical Assisting, Honors. Jessica R. Brown, Associate in Applied Science Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency Medical Assisting, Honors. Emily M. Dickerson, Associate in Applied Science Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency Medical Assisting, High Honors. Thank you. Christy L. Four, Associate in Applied Science Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency Medical Assisting, High Honors. Saranda R. Green, Associate in Applied Science Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency Medical Assisting. Taylor D. Honus, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate Proficiency, Medical Assisting. Rachel N. Linhart, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting. Kayla M. Lukich, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting. Josie M. Schulte, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting. Amber R. Scott, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting. Amber L. Stamper, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting. Go ahead. Kara L. Thompson, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting. Lindsay M. Banos, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting, High Honors. Go ahead. Megan K. Vomerd, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting, Honors. Misty A. Zarance, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate of Proficiency, Medical Assisting, Honors. Robin Scott, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Crystal D. Woodfin, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing, Honors. Summer N. Harpool, Associate in Applied Science, Occupational Therapy Assistant, Honors. Hannah L. Roach, Associate in Applied Science, Office Assistant Medical, Certificate of Proficiency, Office Assistant Medical. Cody A. Christie, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal, Certificate of Proficiency, Paralegal. Lauren N. Dover, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal, Certificate of Proficiency, Paralegal. Andrea N. Hartman, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal. Kayla Hosto, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal, Certificate of Proficiency, Paralegal, Honors. Jadora V. Wilson, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal, Honors. Dominic A. Faraci, Associate in Applied Science, Radio Broadcasting, Certificate of Proficiency, Radio Broadcasting, Honors. Brianna M. Fowler, Associate in Applied Science, Radio Broadcasting, Honors. Randall D. Kinnikin, Associate in Applied Science, Radio Broadcasting. Megan A. Court, Associate in Applied Science, Radio Broadcasting, Certificate of Proficiency, Radio Broadcasting. Alex N. Landry, Associate in Applied Science, Radio Broadcasting. Nicholas J. Patterson, Associate in Applied Science, Radio Broadcasting. Go ahead. Alexander J. Pritzker, Associate in Applied Science, Radio Broadcasting. Jacob Scott Tinnen, Associate in Applied Science, Radio Broadcasting, Certificate of Proficiency, Radio Broadcasting, Honors. Ethan M. Townsend, Associate in Applied Science, Radio Broadcasting. Trey Wargo, Associate in Applied Science, Radio Broadcasting, Certificate of Proficiency, Radio Broadcasting. Alexis C. Young, Associate in Applied Science, Radio Broadcasting, Honors. Cody R. Berry, Associate in Applied Science, Restoration Ecology, Certificate of Proficiency, Restoration Ecology. Lindsay M. Griggs, Associate in Applied Science, Restoration Ecology, Certificate of Proficiency, Restoration Ecology. William Halpin, Associate in Applied Science, Welding. David L. Hurley Jr., Associate in Applied Science, Welding Technology, Certificate of Proficiency, Welding Technology, Honors. Eric A. Sosa, Associate in Applied Science, Welding Technology, High Honors. Danielle L. Wiegand, Associate in Applied Science, Welding Technology. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the Associate in Science, Associate in Arts, Associate in Fine Arts, Associate in Engineering Science, and Associate in General Studies please rise and come forward? Keon D. Gibson, Associate in General Studies, Associate in Applied Science, Architectural Technology, Honors. Ashley N. Seaver, Associate in General Studies. Jeannie M. Umba, Associate in General Studies, High Honors. Molly J. Ayers, Associate in Science. Michael B. Bates, Associate in Science with Honors. Ashley C. Betts, Associate in Science, Honors. Rebecca P. Bonniwell, Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing, High Honors. Emma I. Clausen, Associate in Science with Honors. Madeline K. Clevenger, Associate in Science, Honors. Caitlin A. Cooper, Associate in Science. Hannah N. Cravens, Associate in Science. Joel E. Elliott, Associate in Science with Honors. Kyla R. Engelstadt, Associate in Science with Honors. Lamar D. Fields, Associate in Science. Mallory R. Griggs, Associate in Science with High Honors. Taylor A. Holbrook, Associate in Science. Gretchen R. Hausman, Associate in Science with Honors. Natalie J. Howell, Associate in Science with Honors. Matthew S. Jones, Associate in Science with Honors. Christina M. Callow, Associate in Science. Victoria Callow, Associate in Science. Robert K. Kincaid, Associate in Science. Marissa C. Kozier, Associate in Science. Abby Grace Krieb, Associate in Science with Honors. Ashton N. McDade, Associate in Science. Laura J. Miser, Associate in Science. Haley K. Nibel, Associate in Science with Honors. Michael E. Roach, Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing with honors. Lauren J. Robinson, Associate in Science with honors. Brooke Royer, Associate in Science. Julia E. Shore, Associate in Science. Emily A. Schaefer Devine, Associate in Science. Dylan R. Short, Associate in Science with high honors. Kenna Simberger, Associate in Science. Tyler M. Skinner, Associate in Science. Taylor M. Snyder, Associate in Science with high honors. Whitney E. Spa, Associate in Science with honors. Kaylin T. Teagle, Associate in Science with high honors. Taylor Vaughn, Associate in Science. Justin R. Walker, Associate in Science with honors. Emily G. Walsh, Associate in Science with high honors. Joel A. Watson, Associate in Science. Joseph A. Watson, Associate in Science. Shania L. Womack, Associate in Science. Megan R. Wright, Associate in Science with honors. Daniel L. Harpole, Associate in Engineering Science, Associate in Science. Dane Jackson, Associate in Engineering Science with honors. Daniel C. Acker, Associate in Fine Arts, Art. Valerie C. Blandina, Associate in Fine Arts, Art. Taylor M. Clark, Associate in Fine Arts, Art. Michelle D. Seitzinger, Associate in Fine Arts, Art with high honors. Lydia J. Whip, Associate in Fine Arts, Music Performance with honors. Samantha P. Alepra, Associate in Arts. Jocelyn M. Anderson, Associate in Arts with honors. Olivia R. Bowles, Associate in Arts. Mackenzie Brown, Associate in Arts. Linda J. Campbell, Associate in Arts. Sydney C. Cox, Associate in Arts with honors. Alexander Crawford, Associate in Arts with high honors. Samantha M. Eckert, Associate in Arts. Skylar A. Funk, Associate in Arts. Caitlin Gaston, Associate in Arts. Caitlin Gordon Gray, Associate in Arts. Kaylee A. Grace, Associate in Arts with high honors. Nicole O. Carroll, Associate in Arts with honors. Sidney E. Hartman, Associate in Arts. Nicholas M. Hankey, Associate in Arts. Natalie P. Hogel, Associate in Arts. Taylor L. Hochins, Associate in Arts with high honors. Seth C. Isringhausen, Associate in Arts. Nicholas James, Associate in Arts. Zachary A. Johnson, Associate in Arts. Angel Jones, Associate in Arts. Noah P. Jones, Associate in Arts with high honors. Trayvon Knighton, Associate in Arts. Paige A. Lemason, Associate in Arts with honors. Morapelli Lesoetsa, Associate in Arts. Sanate Letzi, Associate in Arts with honors. Amber J. McCall, Associate in Arts. Evan S. Meyer, Associate in Arts. Amanda K. Mitchell, Associate in Arts with high honors. Caitlin N. Moray, Associate in Arts with honors. Edward M. Mozella, Associate in Arts with honors. Nina G. Motri, Associate in Arts with honors. Tristan Nichols, Associate in Arts with honors. Christopher A. Parks, Associate in Arts with high honors. Tanner Matthew Payton, Associate in Arts with high honors. Dylan Penzati, Associate in Arts, honors. Vanessa A. Perkinson, Associate in Arts with high honors. Marche D. Phelps, Associate in Arts with honors. Emily Pinsky, Associate in Arts, honors. Ekindra Wasaili, Associate in Arts, honors. Mary E. Raymond, Associate in Arts. Brittany Sharp, Associate in Arts. Sean M. Shive, Associate in Arts with high honors.
Yeah, Sean!
Eric D. Stover, Associate in Arts with high honors. Dylan Walker, Associate in Arts. Juanisha D. Walton, Associate in Arts. Diana E. Watson, Associate in Arts with high honors. Megan E. Wiegand, Associate in Arts with honors. Shamika Wilkins, Associate in Arts. Alex Wincher, Associate in Arts with high honors. Benjamin L. Womack, Associate in Arts with high honors. Cameron R. Womack, Associate in Arts with honors. Ariana M. Alexander, Associate in Arts. Please be seated.
Will the graduates please stand? You entered the auditorium this evening with your tassel on the right side of your cap. You can now move it to the left side. In recognition of your status as new Lewis and Clark Community College graduates, please be seated.
In closing, I have two announcements. The Board of Trustees, faculty, and others will be greeting the graduates' family and friends at a reception in their honor in the Commons area of the McPike Math Science Complex located west of the gallery, Hathaway Cultural Center, just that direction over there. I ask that you exit to the right and follow the sidewalk to the Commons. Secondly, I request that you remain seated until all of the graduates have exited from the theater. Now I would ask Father Janowski to please come forward for the benediction. Please rise.
God of all creation, divine source of our world and all its mystery, we ask your continued blessings on these graduates as they continue their journey through life. May your Spirit always guide them to truth. May they live in peace. May they work for justice. May they be an inspiration to all who they meet. Give them the gift of wisdom in choosing the path you have designed for them. And finally, from the word spoken by the Lord to Moses and Aaron in the book of Numbers, may the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord look upon you kindly and give you peace. Amen.
I'd ask that everyone please be seated except for the graduates and the stage party.